Hey, my name is Amelia. I just turned 18, and this is the story of how my whole life changed one day. It all started back when I was almost 13. I was always a pretty happy, normal kid. I liked baking, drawing, and hanging out with my friends and with my older sister Kayla. But that summer, my family moved across the country and it totally stressed me out. I was starting at a new middle school, which was bad enough. But now I had to make all new friends too, and to top it all off, Kayla was in high school, so I couldn't even hang around with her at school. Kayla's always had a super easy time making new friends, but not me. I'm the shy one in the family, so it was really hard for me. Everyone at my new school already knew each other and already had their groups, and it looked to me like all the girls were already like teenagers. They wore makeup and cute clothes and talked about boys and hanging out at the mall, and I was just a slightly chubby kid with acne and no friends. So, you know how sometimes when you're stressed out, all you want to do is curl up with some ice cream and watch a movie? Well, that was me. Basically every day. And pretty soon, you could tell. I wasn't really getting invited to go anywhere, and well, my clothes didn't fit very well anymore either. Mom said it was just me growing, but I knew I was growing out, not up. Anyway, it didn't really bother me. I was still just the same old Amelia. Or so I thought. It all changed on the day of Ava's pool party. I didn't know Ava very well. She was one of the popular girls. She had shiny, long blonde hair, hung out with the cool kids, and always seemed to be doing something fun. She was exactly who I wanted to be. At the end of the school year, her parents let her invite everyone over for a pool party. And she included me. I was so excited. I wanted to see what Ava's house looked like, and deep down, I even thought that maybe we could end up being friends. The day of the pool party, my mom dropped me off outside Ava's house. Everyone was already in their bathing suits out by the pool, so I shimmied out of my shorts to join them. Just then, I saw a bunch of kids out of the corner of my eye. One of them was looking at me, and then they all laughed. I wondered if I had put my bathing suit on inside out, but then I heard Ava whisper just loud enough for me to hear. OMG, I can't believe Fatty's brave enough to wear a bathing suit. I didn't even think she'd come. And then they all laughed again. I looked at my reflection in the window of Ava's house. I knew I had gotten chubby, but was I really fat? All I saw was a sad, short girl with a pot belly. My face felt hot and I could tell I was about to cry. Just then Ava's mom came outside to check on everyone and saw me standing on my own. "Are you okay, honey?" she asked. "I'm just feeling a little sick," I lied. "Is it okay if I call someone to pick me up?" When I called home, Kayla picked up and came to get me right away. I was barely in the car before I started sobbing. It all just came out. I told her everything, how lonely I was, how hard it was for me to make friends, and the mean things those girls said about me. Kayla gave me a big hug and told me it was going to be okay. It felt so good to tell someone everything I was struggling with. "Those girls seem like they'd be mean to just about anyone. Don't pay attention to them," Kayla said. "But I have an idea. I think it could help you make some new, better friends, and even help you slim down a bit." Kayla thought that I should join a sports team. She played lacrosse, and that was how she'd met all her friends. I hesitated. I'd never been very fit. "What about the swim team? You've always liked swimming. That would be a great way to get your confidence back." The thought of being in my swimsuit in front of people again made me feel sick, but I knew she was right. I signed up for swim team at the pool we belonged to during the summer. I was really nervous, but I told myself to trust Kayla. The first practice was tough and I felt shy, but I got through it, and Kayla took me out for milkshakes afterward to celebrate. I had practice 4 times a week, and suddenly I didn't have so much spare time to sit in front of the TV eating. After only about a month, Kayla told me it looked like I lost a little weight. And actually, the waistband of my shorts felt looser. I was so excited that the plan was working. I made friends with some of the girls on the swim team. We hung out at the pool after practice, and we had sleepovers on the weekends. I began learning about eating healthier and tried to eat less sugar and more fruits and veggies. It really helped my training, and bonus, my skin cleared up too. Who knew it was this easy? Not only was I losing weight, but I was getting fit too. I was having so much fun at the pool. I started posting more pictures of me instead of just my baking and my dog Coco. And, it was crazy, but I started to notice that my Instagram was getting more and more followers as I got more confident and posted more pictures. The pics were mostly just me being silly with my friends after practice, and pictures that Kayla took of me while I wasn't looking. I thought it was pretty fun though, and I started using different hashtags so more people could see my posts. I couldn't believe it when after a while I had 2,000 followers, then 5,000, then 10,000. It was crazy! Oh, and those girls who had bullied me? Yeah, now they wanted to be my friends. Can you believe them? Anyway, one day I got a message on Instagram from a modeling agency from France. At first I thought it was a scam, but when I checked out their profile, they had over 1 million followers. When they asked if I wanted to work with them, of course I said yes. It was very cool, but it didn't really start to feel real until my mom, Kayla, and I were flying to Paris to meet with them. The company paid for everything. Oh, I was so excited and super nervous. We had to go to a ton of meetings, and I even met the head of the company. My first photo shoot was way easier than I thought. The photographer kept making me laugh, and I was surprised at how comfortable I felt in front of the camera. "You're a natural," he said, laughing. They measured my height and weight, and by now I was almost 5'9". That was the perfect height for modeling on the runway. Then things really took off. Between the modeling and Instagram collabs, I was so busy I ended up having to get homeschooled, but I still kept in touch with all of my friends from my old swim team. They were the ones who were there for me from day one. It always makes me laugh to see that after all these years, Ava is still following me on Instagram and liking all of my posts. I wonder if she remembers calling me a fatty at her pool party. I hope so. That nasty comment made me turn my life around. Sometimes I think about commenting something mean on one of her posts as revenge, but I don't want to give her any attention. After all, look who's the last one laughing. What about you? Were you ever bullied, or did someone ever say something like that about you? What did you say? What did you wish you could say to them now? Thanks for listening to my crazy story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more crazy stories.